Welcome to Back to Retro. I'm here to show you a little bit of how to work this mosaic pattern. There's a couple of techniques that aren't used in every mosaic, so I just want to show you how to work those things. The pattern is written in a full-size chart. We're only going to be working about 10 rows or so on the video to help get you started. I'm using 3 colors of DK weight yarn. You also want to use a slightly smaller hook than usual. So DK often calls for a 4mm hook. I crochet loose, so I have gone down to a 3mm hook to work this pattern so that my stitches aren't too loose. So you want to grab your main color to start. The written pattern shows you or explains how to count for your foundation row. I'm only going to be working one repeat of the chart. So I need 39 stitches for one repeat, plus there are 3 border stitches on either side. So I'll be making 45 single crochet in my foundation row. So I'll chain 46, single crochet in the second chain from hook to have my required stitches for my foundation row. And I'll meet you after that. So my foundation row is complete. We are going to be keeping the right side facing us at all times, and we fasten off at the end of each row. So let's just look a little bit at the chart that we have to work from. Here is some of the chart symbols that we need to pay attention to. So there'll be a dark colored block on the written pattern, which is the main repeat that would be worked over and over to make it as wide and as long as you prefer. Then there's an open white box is our regular back loop only single crochet. If there is an X in that box, we replace that only on the first row. So when you're first starting your blanket, the first repeat is slightly different on that first row, which I just showed you where we make our single crochet instead of back loop only. There are times where we have a line through the box, and that indicates a starting single crochet. We will be working some front post stitches around these, and it just looks better to have a single crochet through both loops instead of the back loop only, so we need to watch for those places there. If there's an X in the box, we're going to work a front loop double crochet 2 rows below, or if it's a colored box with this arrow, we are using a front post extended treble 4 rows below. If there's a red marking, like I said, you will substitute that, and that's just for the first time only. B1, B2, B3 are border stitches. So let's look at how this translates into our chart. So here we have the first few rows of our chart. We are using 3 colors, A, B, and C. So we'll always alternate A, which is our main color, A, B, then A, C, A, B, A, C, and so on. So you can see the very first stitch of the row is always going to be a single crochet through both loops. When we have this X, that's the one that means that front loop double crochet. Arrow down is the front post extended treble. These empty boxes are our back loop only single crochet. And you can see how we have this dark black marking around, and this shows the main repeat. So let's get started. We have our first row done with single crochet. We want to grab our second color, color B, to work row 2. So we join B under both loops of the first stitch, and we're starting with a standing single crochet. So we work under both loops always on that first stitch. Then we'll be working back loop only single crochet in these next 2 stitches. Okay, now you can see on the chart here we have this red arrow down. We need to replace that with a single crochet this first time through. And this will be a single crochet through both loops. Then we'll be working several back loop only stitches. So the key with working the chart then is to count. So we have our starting single crochet and our ending single crochet of this particular design. We have in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stitches in between these two single crochet. So those will all be back loop only singles. So I've made one back loop, 2. And 15 back loop only single, and then we want to make a single crochet through both loops of that next stitch, and that is our ending side of this square. And then all the rest in the row will be back loop only single crochet. So if you're doing more than the one repeat, after our last single crochet through both loops, we will work back loop only single crochet, 22 of them, and then you would reach this edge of the repeat and you would go back to where we started at this other solid line and repeat that as many times as you need for the width of your blanket. Once you've done that, we should have 3 stitches left at the end. We'll single crochet in the back loop of those 2 stitches, and then the very last stitch we'll single crochet under both loops and fasten off. So for row 3, we are back using color A, our main color. Single crochet through both loops, 2 back loop only single crochet. Nope, these X's are front loop double crochet before a back loop only single. Front loop doubles in between, back loop only single. So main color, color A, join with the standing single crochet through both loops of the first single crochet of the stitch. And I like to just pull that other knot out a bit, like so. And then front loop double crochet, so a yarn over, and you can see how we have worked these back loop only single crochet, and we can see that front loop free. So we come down and pull that through to finish our double crochet. Now some yarns stretch a lot in there. It will relax a bit the more stitches we work. Once we go a bit farther, it's a bit hard on this first row. You can fold your work over to see that front loop, so then your hook won't be stretching the yarn as you complete that front loop only double crochet. We're going to be working front loop double crochet in between the beginning and ending single crochet of color B. So back loop only on the single that was worked through both loops, and then we will work those 15 front loop double crochet. 1, 2, 15 front loop only double crochet, ready to work another back loop only single in that single crochet that was worked through both loops. So these front loop double crochet cover up the color B, and that is how we will get these defined squares outlined with the other colors. And then we'll just work front loop only double crochet. You would work that all the way across to the end of your repeat. Then remember to go back to the solid line and repeat that section as many times as you desire. And I'll meet you after those repeats for the final stitches. So I've done those 22 front loop double crochet and ended my repeat. Once you've completed as many repeats as you desire, we'll have those 3 stitches left, so we'll work 2 more front loop double crochet. Oops. And then end with a single crochet through both loops in that last stitch before fastening off. Row 4, we're going to switch to color C, and again we'll work those starting stitches with a single crochet through both loops, back loop only, single crochet. So the front loop doubles are only going to be worked with color A, so that should be helpful for you as you're looking at the chart as well. There's no front loop doubles using color B or C. So single crochet through both loops, back loop only, single crochet in 2. Starting 3 stitches. Now when we look at the chart, we've done these first 3 stitches. We'll do back loop only single in 4. And then we have that slash mark again, so that indicates a single crochet through both loops. Back loop only single in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 before single crochet through both loops. So 4 more back loop only singles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll single crochet through both loops. Back loop only in 15. 1, 2. And 15 back loop only single, followed by a single crochet under both loops. Then looking at our chart, the rest of the repeat is back loop only single crochet. So you can work those and however many repeats you need, and I'll meet you for our last few stitches. So I'm at the end of my repeat. We have those 3 stitches left, 2 back loop only single, and single crochet through both loops of that final stitch and fasten off. So row 5, we're back using color A again. We'll start with that single crochet in the first stitch, both loops, and then 2 front loop only double crochet. Both loops single crochet to start, 2 front loop only doubles worked into that front loop of the previous front loop doubles. We want to work a back loop single in the next stitch and 3 front loop double. 1, 2, and 3. And then we should be right before that single crochet worked in both loops. And we're going to work a back loop only single crochet in that and the next 16 stitches. Back loop only single crochet for a total of 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 and 17. That 17th back loop only single should be in the single crochet worked through both loops last row. And then we will work front loop only double crochet for the rest of the repeat. So I just want to pause a moment We've worked these back loop only single in what is my sea color, or the blue, and by working those back loop single we can show the solid part at the bottom of this blue square. And then the front loop doubles cover up the rest of the blue stitches so that we can see the outline of where the square is beginning. And after your final repeat down the row, we will end with a front loop double crochet in 2 stitches and single crochet through both loops for that border or edge stitch, and fasten off. Row 6, then we will use color B again, starting with our single crochet through both loops and 2 back loop only. Now we come to this first arrow stitch, and that's working that front post extended treble down 4 rows. I'm going to show you how we work that. And then we'll be working more back loop only single crochet and another front post treble. So with color B, single crochet through both loops of that single crochet, back loop only single in these 2. So I'm going to be making a front post extended treble, so it's going to lay over top of these previous row, and we're going to work it down on the matching B color stitch. And this will be providing this side edge of our squares. So we yarn over twice. We want to insert our hook from the front to the back and back out to the front around that single crochet we worked with color B. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 3 times for that front post extended treble, which lays nicely in that groove created by those back loop only singles. And then we're going to make back loop only single crochet over until this next stitch here. So it'll be 15 back loop only singles. 1, 2, 3. 14 and 15 back loop only singles, ready to work our next front post extended treble. Yarn over twice from the front around the back out to the front of that single crochet, pull a loop up, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 3 times to finish that front post treble. As you can see, I often turn my work a little bit slightly sideways as I work these to work those pull through 2s. Then referring to our chart again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 back loop only singles before we're going to start another square. So 8 back loop only single, making sure we skip the stitch behind the front post treble, extended treble. 1, 2, 7 and 8 back loop only singles. Then we will start with a single crochet through both loops, 3 back loop only singles, single crochet through both loops, single crochet through both loops, back loop only single in 3, single crochet through both loops. And And then we'll work 9 back loop only single crochet to finish the repeat. And then you can work your repeat as many times as you need. And again at the end of the row, 2 back loop only singles, single crochet through both loops, before fastening off. Row 7, we're with color A again. We'll have that single crochet in both loops, 2 front loop only double crochet. Then because we want to highlight this top of the square, we will only work in the back loops. So back loop only single crochet through those 17. Single crochet through both loops, front loop only double crochet in those first 2. Then we'll work the 17 back loop only singles. It's 2, 3, 16 and 17 back loop only singles. Then we'll do the 3 front loop double, 1 back loop single, 4 front loop double. One, 2, and 3 front loop double, 1 back loop single, 4 front loop double. And then we've reached the start of this next square, so we want to highlight that solid bottom row of the square. So back loop only single in 5. 1, 2, 4, and 5 back loop only single. And then we'll finish out the repeat with 9 front loop only double crochet. Then I'll join you after you've completed all of your repeats. So then to finish the row, we'll have 2 more front loop only double crochet, followed by the single crochet through both loops for our ending stitch. Row 8, using color C again, we'll start with a single crochet in both loops. Then we'll have 6 back loop only single crochet before working another of those front post extended treble. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 back loop only single crochet. Ready to work a front post extended treble down around this first single crochet of the matching color that was worked through both loops. Yarn over twice, insert from the front around the back of the single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 times for the front post extended treble. We'll skip that stitch behind, back loop only single in the next 15. It's 2, 3, 14, and 15 back loop only single crochet. Ready to work the next front post extended treble around this next single crochet that was worked through both loops, down 3 rows. Pull up a loop, pull through 1, and then pull through 2 until 1 loop remains for that front post extended treble. Then we'll do 4 plus 2 more back loop only single crochet, and then we're going to start another block in this blue color, or this color C. So 6 back loop only extended, or sorry, 6 back loop only single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll start with a single crochet through both loops, and then 7 back loop only singles and another single crochet through both loops. So single crochet through both loops, 7 back loop only singles. That's 2, 6, and 7 back loop only single, followed by a single crochet through both loops. And then there's 3 more back loop only single to finish this repeat. So you can go ahead and repeat that as many times as you need. Once you do, at the end of the row, you will have 2 more back loop only singles, followed by the single crochet through both loops and fastening off. Row 9 with color A again, we will single crochet through both loops for that border stitch, 6 front loop only double, back loop only single, 15 front loop only, and so on. So color A, single crochet through both loops of the first stitch, front loop only double crochet in these first 6 stitches, 1, 2, 5, and 6, which should bring us to that front post extended treble. We'll back loop only single in there, and then work a front loop only double crochet until we get to that next front post extended treble. So that's 2, 3, 14, and 15 front loop only double crochet, back loop only single in that next front post extended treble. We'll do 4 front loop double, back loop only single, and 1 more front loop double before we work several back loop only singles. So 4 front loop only doubles, 2, 3, and 4, a back loop only single, 1 more front loop only double, and then we'll work back loop singles all the way across these next few stitches, starting with this both loop single crochet and ending with that next both loop single. That's 9 back loop only single crochet. Then we'll end the repeat with 3 more front loop double. Ready to work that repeat as many times as you need to. Ending the row with 2 more front loop doubles. Single crochet through both loops of the final stitch and fasten off. Row 10 then we'll use color B, starting with the single crochet through both loops, and then we'll do several back loop only singles all the way through to our matching color B block. So single crochet through both loops of the first stitch, back loop only single crochet across until we meet that next block of color B. Okay, so I've worked my back loop only single crochet until the stitch here that you can see the one of my color C, so I know I'm ready to work that front post extended treble around that first single crochet of this next square. Then we'll work 3 back loop only singles, ready for front post extended treble around that next single crochet through both loops. Then we'll back loop only single in the rest of the stitches of the repeat. So you can go ahead and work those and finish up any repeats you need for your project. Until we have those final 3 stitches, back loop only single in 2, single crochet through both loops of that final stitch before fastening off. Occasionally I find I need to shift my stitches a little bit once I've worked those front post extended, but they will line up fairly easily. I've completed row 11 as I want to jump ahead to row 12. I want to show you the start of row 12. Single crochet through both loops, 6 back loop only single, and then we have another front post extended treble which will be worked around this previous front post extended treble. So I've worked my starting stitch and my 6 back loop only singles, yarn over twice, and then for the front post stitch you just insert around the post of this front post extended treble. So around the back of that, pull your loop out, pull through 1, pull through 2, 3 times to finish that front post extended treble around a front post extended treble. And those are all the tips and tricks that you need to know to work this pattern. So please be sure to visit the designer's shop and grab your own pattern so you can work the rest of this great project.